Guys, the drama is juicy already. What do you mean? God, I'm gonna get arrested for something that is a little bit more serious than tax evasion. Where's your evidence for that? Do you know what I mean? Like, what we doing here? You're not getting me on a national television show like this. What the fuck? Hello, guys, and welcome back to Dance Mums. And today, I'm super excited because it is reunion time. We got the season 5 reunion. All the chaos at nationals will hopefully be discussed, as well as some crazy talking points from throughout the series. And we've got a pyramid behind me that is based off of the entire series as a whole, rather than just last episode. I would have done last episode, but I feel like I need to give my thoughts on this season as a whole before we bow out and head into season 6, which I know is the last season with the Zigglers. So it's going to be a momentous occasion, and I'm kind of excited to see how it goes. So without much further ado, let's get into the pyramid behind me. I hope you guys did enjoy the stream. It was a lot of fun, and hopefully we'll have another one again soon. But until then, we're going to dive into season 6 after this. I might take a brief break, but I'll be back shortly. This is the pyramid for the end of season 5. Abby has been absent too many times this series for me to take her seriously. She has lost the plot this series to the point where it's actually unbelievable what is going on in this here establishment. And I genuinely cannot believe that she has the cheek to criticize other people when she herself has not got her house in order. Up next, we have Melissa and Jill. Just two people that have been on the wrong side of history in this series. They have been incredibly obtuse at times. They've been complicit in Abby's behaviour, and they've also just been ignoring certain things for the betterment of their children, which is all well and good, but it doesn't really highlight them well on a national television show. Do you know what I mean? You can do these things for your kids, but equally, is it taking away opportunities for others? If it is, then maybe it's not the right opportunity. Do you know what I mean? Maybe it doesn't make you look good. Anyway, up next we have Kira. And the only reason that she is separated from the bottom mums is purely because of her outburst towards the end of the series. If she hadn't have had those outbursts, I probably would have placed her on the same level. But it was nice to see her stand up against Abby and win. In my opinion, she won. Anyway, up next we have Kendall, Maddie, Mackenzie and Kalani. These 4 girls, they had a good season. They had some standout moments. Maddie had her redemption arc when she lost to Kenzie, then struggled to get a win and then won again. That was nice. I enjoyed that. Kendall had some good moments. Her music video, that was quite cool. Mackenzie had some great moments, beating Maddie for the first time and beating JoJo many times. And then we also had Kalani, who had some great solos, was at the centre of some conflict, and just was very entertaining, I feel like. She was coming into her own in confessionals and things like that, and I just had a really, really good time watching her. Then we move up to the next layer. Now, this was tricky to decide the order, because JoJo has had a very, very good series. This was the first series that we saw her in. She was a lot more palatable in this series than she was in AUDC, which is a massive compliment, and that's all I can say. I feel like obviously she's still very in your face, and that's absolutely fine, and I feel like as the season's gone on, she's kind of toned it down, or the editors have toned down her behaviour and have made her seem more docile. And then we've got Jessalyn, who, if you'd have told me I would have placed Jessalyn this high on the end of season rankings at the start of season 5 when I first met her, I'd have said you're lying. I'd have said you are absolutely fibbing. You're telling the absolute biggest pile of bullshit I've ever heard in my whole life. But I feel like she's had a really, really good time. And I think that's because she's become Holly's confidant, Holly's sort of, not attack dog, but like her second in command in the fight against Abby. And she's been on the right side of history. Obviously, I know that nowadays these guys are no longer friends or are no longer civil with each other. I don't know. But it was definitely interesting to see these two form like a united front against Abby because of how that she was treating their children. That was a very confusing sentence with a lot of pronouns that I'm not even sure I got correct. Anyway, I think that Nia deserves second place purely because Nia has had a great season. 2 music videos, multiple wins at competitions. Like, come on. This is absolutely insane if you ask me. Like, well done, Nia. I'm super, super proud of you. It's been a great season. Like, it has been Nia's season. Season 5 was Nia's season. As much as she was receiving all this hate from Abby, water off her duck's back, she got up, she got on, and she got cooking. And then we have Holly on top, obviously, because Holly was the standout from this series. She's kind of been a bit background character-y for the last couple of series and hasn't really shone. But Holly has been the main mum this series. Before that, it was Christy and Kelly. Now it's Holly. And I'm kind of here for that. I kind of like that energy from her. And I'm super excited to see her and what she's got to say at this reunion, because I can only tell it is going to be juicy.
Testing, can you hear me? This has been the most controversial season in the history of Dance Moms.
And that's to say the least. That is to say the least. Also, I feel like Andy Cohen, we need him on the show. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've been watching a lot of Andy Cohen related talk shows. He's actually a very, very good host. I'll give him that. This guy, Brian, whatever his name is, I don't think it's Brian. Whoever this guy is, he's not cutting it for me. He's not cutting it in the slightest.
Abby sent a text to everyone, ordering them not to show up to the reunion show today.
Wait, what? Abby told them not to come to the reunion show. Oh, I just know this is about to get juicy.
However, everyone is here except Abby.
Guess who texted Kara? It was Abby.
Wait, this is so chaotic. We've never had a reunion start with like, oh, here's what's happening throughout the day. This is brilliant. 10 out of 10 drama already. Abby's refusing to turn up. Excellent.
I blocked Abby. You did? I'm like, I'm not getting your silly texts today. All day long. We're horrible people.
Kira's blocked Abby. Guys, the drama is juicy already. What do you mean? You guys are like, oh, I don't like watching reunions. Why? These are more entertaining than the episodes sometimes.
After hearing that the moms came without her, Abby has arrived.
Abby's coming to set. He's coming to set.
Do you know why she's come along? She's come along because if all the mums are there, she wants to sit there and mediate what's being said about her. She doesn't want to give them free rein to talk about her behind her back. She wants to be there so she can rebuttal. That's the only reason why she's come.
She's just sitting in the chair. Just sitting there, playing on the phone. She's got papers. She just took out of her bag and put under her seat.
This is so juicy. This is incredible. This could end up being like the best episode of Dance Moms ever. Like, I'm so dead serious right now. I don't know what Abby has up her sleeves. What's in the papers? I have so many questions already.
Please welcome Abby, Jesselyn, Holly, Kira, Melissa, and Jill.
That was such a weird way of announcing it. I was like, is he going alphabetically? Is he going like chronologically? But like, he started with Abby and then went right to left with the mums. That was such a strange way of doing it.
The two big top lines were Ava beat Maddie and that the ALDC teen group came in second. So tell us about it. What are your feelings? Okay.
Oh, okay. How are we claiming it's a fix? Do we have proof of this being a fix, or is this just your own delusion? I am banking on it being the second. I want to see some proper evidence here, okay? You holding up a sign saying fixed is crazy. Also, why are we not talking? Are we okay?
No question. The award ceremony was not run well. But to critique a competition that we went to and say it's fixed, absolutely disgraceful.
I agree. There is a difference between the awards being mucked up and critiquing the judges and saying that it was fixed. Do you know what I mean? Like, you cannot be serious at the end of the day. I think there are a lot of things that you can claim are being fixed, but like, I don't know. Me personally, like, if this was a real competition, then you're calling into doubt the legitimacy of this competition, which means that they're just going to be like, well, fuck you then. We're not going to invite you back. We're not going to have you back. Good luck trying to come back to one of our competitions.
I think the competition was a joke. If they want to feel like they're fabulous because they won, let them feel
Well, they
that way.
did win. They had the highest score. They won.
facts. Abby's like, oh, if they want to believe that they won. No, they did win. Like, it's a matter of urgency that you understand this, okay? You need to understand that we lost, okay? We've had 4 good nationals, we had a bad one, and that's because you were more distracted with the opening of ALDC LA than you were with actually putting your best foot forward for nationals. And also, in the nicest way possible, the waiting room was never going to win because there was a significant lack of dance in it. It was just everybody doing separate things. This is what the issue is with high nationals dances sometimes, is they become more performance pieces. Yes, they're hard hitting, but there's not enough dance in there to really justify a high score sometimes. Like, it will get amazing reviews and people will go, oh my god, what a great dance. But is the dance actually that good? No, because there isn't any dance in it. Well, there was obviously, but it was the same problem that I had with whatever last one was, Amber Alert, in the fact that everyone was just doing so much different stuff that it looks like 5 solos were happening on the stage, and then there was just Genzi struggling with like Nia in the background. It didn't feel cohesive.
That the master of ceremony seemed a bit confused and was very nervous.
A bit's an understatement.
This was nationals, Jeff.
Fair enough, fair enough.
That's not fair to our kids.
Fair enough.
There's a difference between misreading a bit of paper or calling out the wrong name and admitting to your mistakes and things like that. And then there is actively saying it was fixed to make our children lose. If it had come out that he had accidentally read out the wrong name and actually ALDC were first, that would have just been an honest mistake. But the fact that he had mucked up earlier on means that they're going, wow, clearly it's all wrong. Clearly it is all wrong. And I just don't think that's fair.
No,
We
I
thought
wasn't.
the competition was over. We waited until the end.
No,
I sat through the whole.
Melissa was the first one that.
I
It was
sat
not
there
over.
and said
Nope.
we're leaving.
You
Are we forgetting the part where we actively got up and someone went, don't go, there's still one more award left, and you went, you can't hold these children on stage? Do we forget that part happened? Are we okay? It's very clear that Jill, Melissa and Abby have got their stories straight, and then the others are sat there like, hang on a minute, what's going on here?
Come on.
You can't move.
Yes, they can. It's illegal. You can't hold children against their will in the state of California.
You see the part where they were like, we still have one more award? So clearly awards weren't done then. Clearly you didn't stay till the end, okay? So you've just been proven to be a liar on national television. Fantastic. Glad we cleared that one up.
Because of the fact that we don't want to destroy this man's reputation, Frank, who is the owner of this competition, we ask him to come back and talk to you. Let's take a look at this and see what he said.
Oh, we have exclusives? We have an exclusive of the owner coming to go talk to Holly and Jill? Oh, guys, the juice at this final. There's juice at the reunion. Oh,
My job is to run the best possible event. And I would hate for you to think that there's something going that's wrong.
we do not. Zero.
You know,
I'm so sorry you got caught in a crossfire.
Do you know what? This is such a lovely moment. And honestly, out of everybody for him to go talk to, it obviously would be Jesselyn and Holly, because they're the only two that have any kind of common sense in their brain and aren't manipulated and corrupted by Abby. I'm disappointed in everybody who walked out, I can't lie, because it does make you look like a sore loser.
Did you go to those competitions in the past?
No, never.
We've never been to a Frank competition?
Yeah, we have. At Abby's request, we went to his competition.
Not the executive producer being like, actually, we have been many times. We've been many times, okay? Just to clear that one up, we have been before. And what Abby just said is a complete and utter lie.
Jeanette's very nice. She's 10 times nicer than Kathy. I'll take her any day of the week.
Well, let's see what she thinks. Jeanette, come on out.
I love the fact that Jeanette's now been to more reunions than Christy Ray, which is kind of funny, because Christy Ray was on the show for like a whole season, pretty much. No, a whole half season. And now Jeanette's on like her second, maybe third reunion. I'm not entirely sure, if I'm being honest.
How many times has Maddie won over Ava? And even if I didn't agree with it, I always walked up to
Did you
Maddie
ever
and
not agree with
congratulated
it?
her. I never once called the competition fake.
I'm happy for Ava.
And you know what? And thank you guys.
That is a good point from like Jeanette, in the fact of like, Maddie has beat Ava numerous times and never once have I called the competition fixed. I don't know if that is 100% true. I can't remember a time when she has, so therefore I'm inclined to believe her. But when the tables have turned and Maddie loses, we've seen it multiple times where Melissa cannot handle when Maddie loses. She kicked off when Mackenzie won over Maddie, and that's her own daughter, okay? And then she kicked off when Chloe beat her a couple of times. Like, do you remember the how many times does my daughter beat your daughter from season 1? It's because Melissa can't hack it. Do you know what I mean?
Competitions make mistakes.
You're right. Competitions
Okay,
make mistakes,
that's
but
all we're saying.
that has
Listen.
nothing to do with the judging.
Claiming that competitions make mistakes is one thing. Claiming that it's fixed is a separate issue entirely. You cannot fix something and also make a mistake, okay? They are mutually exclusive. One is intentional, one is not intentional. How is this so hard to understand?
It was a national win. For this woman to sit there and tell the crowd that they need to get up and walk out was completely ludicrous.
Oh, please, really, people?
The audience seems to be on Jeanette's side. This might be the turning of the tide for Abby, because I've spoken numerous times about how I felt like the reunion audiences are mostly on Abby's side, and it is really, really frustrating. But now, it seems like they're firmly against her, and I'm kind of here for it.
I don't want Abby to yell at her. I want her to fix the problems. And I know you say I do it 100 times, but that's also part of your job.
Abby didn't teach one class while we were out here.
I don't know why that tickled me so much. Just her being like, oh, that is brilliant. That is brilliant. But yeah, I do agree. Like, Abby being like, I've had to say it 100 times. You're the teacher. If you have to say it 101 times, so be it. If you have to say it 102 times, so be it. It's your job to sort them out. So therefore, why are you complaining about doing your job? Do you want to be an arts teacher or not?
Because you don't let her do anything.
You're her mother. If you don't like my training, hit the road, Jack.
There wasn't any training this year.
Oh! Jess is kind of cooking Abby at this reunion. Oh my goodness. If you don't like the training, hit the road, Jack. Well, there was no training, so... That's brilliant. Ah, Jesselyn, you know what? Big props to you.
I get that you like to stalk JoJo on Instagram, and I think that if you would have went to
I follow her on Instagram, and when it pops up, and I happen to have my phone
think that
open,
if you would have actually taken the time to read it,
I don't stalk anyone. I don't have that kind of time.
it actually.
She's like, I'm not a stalker, guys. I promise. I promise I'm not a stalker, guys. I promise I'm not a stalker. Oh my god, I'm gonna get arrested for something that is a little bit more serious than tax evasion and smuggling money.
The ship
There are
right
other
away.
13, 14-year-olds out there.
Abby,
claiming to teach
you
master
had a company
classes.
when you were 14. I'm guessing you were not a master of anything then.
Oh my god. Jesselyn's cooking her. I'm blown away. I think Abby's met her match, you know, because Abby's got nothing to say back to Jesselyn because Jesselyn is just cutting her down at every single opportunity. That's insanity.
She shunned my kid off because she didn't deserve that. Nobody's going to treat my kid like that and put their hand in their face. And she did.
I completely agree. Don't disrespect my child. Do not disrespect my child, okay? You disrespect my child, you disrespect me. And then I'm going to disrespect you, okay? And that's exactly what happened.
It wasn't about treating the kid like that. It was about one kid hugged me, the next kid, and it was just going on and on and on and on. And I was trying to get up and get out of the room.
Kids.
There's 6 children.
You just had all these kids coming at me with their spindly hands trying to hug me. And I was just sick of it. So I told Kalani, you know what? I don't want to hug you right now. I've hugged the kids that I like. I don't want to hug no more kids. There's just too many kids for me to hug. Too many kids, and I don't like any of them. Apart from Maddie and Mackenzie. And I kind of tolerate Kendall. But the rest of them suck. Trying to claim that there was too many people trying to hug you, there was 6. There was 6 people trying to make you feel better, and you went no to Kalani. I don't even think that Nia and JoJo attempted to come hug you because they knew that they'd be rejected. So really, there was only 4 children trying to hug you, and you were like, no, Kalani. So really, bullshit.
Why do you think you were asked to leave?
Several reasons.
Taking her shirt off.
So she was banned from set. She didn't just not turn up, she was banned from set for a week because she took her top off on camera. That's crazy. Excellent. I'm sure there were more reasons, but wow.
The situation got crazy. Someone had to leave. It couldn't be the kids because they had to
You
dance.
were not in a good frame of mind, and you needed to be removed.
I completely agree. She needed to be removed from the situation, and I'm glad she was, because like Jill said, the girls needed to go and dance. So who was getting removed from the situation? It had to be you. It had to be you. You were the part that was unnecessary in this.
There is a way to act in a professional capacity. Apparently, you have difficulty with that.
Oh,
Not really.
You're holding up no cards written with a pen. That looks like you're in kindergarten.
everyone is cooking her today. Cooking her. I'm loving this. This is a 10 out of 10 reunion so far.
I think Holly, in my mind, has changed the most. Has gone totally, like, totally different. She's no longer a Pittsburgh mom, and she's all Hollywood, off and running.
That's very interesting. And, like, I agree, but I feel like they're trying to say this in a very negative way. And I think it's in a very positive way. I feel like she's standing up for her daughter more. She's going out of her way to make sure her daughter's career is being put first. Because at the end of the day, this is just exactly what Melissa has done the whole show, is put Maddie's career before anybody else. And now Nia's doing it. Oh, sorry, Holly's doing it for Nia. And suddenly she's the villain. Do you know what I mean? Nobody had a problem when Melissa was doing it apart from Christy, and Christy was made out to be the villain. But now Holly's doing the exact same thing with Nia, and suddenly Holly's the villain. Just seems like double standards to me.
Holly has a lot going on outside of what we do here, and Holly's always late because she's off with Nia doing something.
True.
No,
How dare you?
Wait.
Always late. Oh.
I don't know whether we can call Holly always late. Like, where's your evidence for that? Do you know what I mean? Like, what we doing here? Evidence of always late. I don't know about that one.
But when we were all together, you were out making opportunities for your child doing something else. It never used to be like that.
Well, we never used to be in LA where all these opportunities presented themselves. So, what? I don't get the point of, like, they're missing school, because their argument, Holly's argument, is that she might miss it in the morning, but she'll do it in the afternoon. Or she'll do double the next day or something like that. She always makes it up. She's not behind in anything. She's just doing it at this point. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It really feels like they're trying to villainize Holly and JoJo for taking advantage of the opportunities that are in front of them, because Mackenzie, Kalani, and Kendall don't have that same freedom to just accept whatever opportunity comes their way because they're so tightly controlled by Abby. Whereas Holly and what's her face, Jesslyn, they aren't controlled by Abby, and therefore they can take any opportunity that comes their way. And who's had the most success this series, again, if we remove Maddie from the equation, it's probably been Nia. I would say it's been Nia.
Your kid wouldn't come. She wouldn't. She'd do it later in the day because you
She
would
went
do.
to school. You can go to school.
Right.
Before
Okay. You
or
didn't
after.
show up
She
when
went to
everybody
school
else
after.
did.
So you're saying she didn't go to school. That's a lie.
This is exactly it. I think Jill is playing about with semantics and is being like, oh, well, you know what I mean. Well, no, you're sitting on a national television show saying my child does not go to school, okay? First of all, that is against the law. Children have to go to school, or they have to be schooled in some way. And Holly's like, no, clarify what you're saying. She doesn't come to school in the morning because she might go there in the afternoon. That's the important part. It is important the way you speak and the words that you use. You can't just make a bold claim such as Nia doesn't go to school, because that's not what you mean. Clarify. She doesn't go to school in the morning because she goes to school in the afternoon. That's what Holly's trying to say. Oh, God. That's why Holly is calling her a liar, because you're making these bold claims that are false, are categorically false.
Says she is going to talk about Nia.
Okay.
Not
I'm
going
not
to school, which is a
talking
lie.
about Nia.
You
I
are.
understand.
You just
I
said it.
said
Okay,
you,
hold on, guys. We can
Holly.
only.
The camera shots from, like, behind the whatever line, behind the director's line or the producer line is I'm living for it, because it's breaking immersion, and that's how you know crazy shit's about to happen. That's how you know crazy stuff's. Holly's about to walk off. The executive producer Brian Stinson is trying to jump in and be like, "Oh, let's calm down a little bit." And you've got Jill just screaming from her seat, "I didn't say that! I didn't say that!" I'm fairly certain you said words to that effect.
I think you made your point, Holly.
No.
Holly. I think you made your point.
You know what?
Bye-bye, Holly.
Goodbye.
Bye, Felicia. Go, Holly.
Ignorant.
Hold on.
Listen, bye, Felicia.
I know. I get it.
Ignorant women.
Bye, Felicia. That was racially charged. That didn't feel good. No, didn't like that one bit. Not at all. Not even slightly. No. Shut her down. Cancel her. Get her sent to prison. ASAP, please.
She can dish it out, but she can't take it.
Joe, I think you've made it a point. Holly, I don't think you should leave. I think you should have a seat. And let's finish the show really quick, okay?
Bro's trying to keep this on track. Holly is 1 foot out the door and he's like, please, come back, sit down. Jill, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Holly, please come back. Please, please. It's like trying to tempt a cat back with milk. Like, please, please. Wow. I've got to give an applause to that. That is a great music video. I was very concerned that the rapping would be awkward, but actually it sounded sick. This is a really good song. I actually think this song is better than our first song, if I'm being honest. This is a slay. Okay. Oh wow, what a music video as well. The salon bit was really fun. I liked the bit in the car. I think it's just a well-directed music video. It's fun, it's funky, it's not trying to do anything artistic or crazy or stuff that might be misinterpreted. It's just a good time. It looks like it was fun to film. It's a great music video for the song. It just works. My only thing was, I thought Coco Jones was meant to be on this song. Or was it Nia's song that Coco Jones was helping produce or write? I'm unsure. I thought Coco Jones was going to be the artist and Nia was just going to be featured on the song. But it sounds like Nia was singing that entire thing, which is kind of slay, to be honest.
Raise your hand if your kid's ever been taken out of a group number.
In that situation right there, Kalani had practiced, learned the dance. Can you shut your mouth for 10 seconds?
You quit twice
and
this year, Kira.
Yeah, because I don't put up with...
The issue with this is Jessen's trying to make a point of everyone's child has been removed at some point in the process. But I think the circumstances around this was slightly different because Kalani was taken out mere moments before the dance went on, and also it was a direct consequence of the fact that Abby was pissed off at her. I can't think of another time where somebody has been removed from a dance just before they're about to go on, and I'm drawing blanks. Do you know what I mean? Maybe Chloe. I can't remember. I just off the top of my head, I cannot remember. So I can't back Jessen's point 100%. I think she makes a good point, but I think the circumstances surrounding Kalani's situation and the reason why she was taken out were completely different, and that's why Kira was like, screw this. Also, the added thing of like, oh, she's there to perform in front of all of her family who have come to this competition, and now she's not even doing one of her dances. That's also very disrespectful.
Someone's here to see you. David?
He's not proposing to her on the reunion show, right? I'm really hoping that they're already engaged, and this is an engagement for the TV show. Because if this is the actual engagement, I'd say no to him. I'd be like, nah, you're not getting me on a national television show like this. What the fuck?
And I never thought I would ever do this. You know that. But it's right. And so I hope you say yes.
This reunion has had everything. What do you mean we've got a proposal? We've had a music video, a proposal, Abby getting cooked multiple times, Jeanette showing up, Holly almost walking off stage, multiple instances of the executive producer having to step in. This has been the best reunion ever.
So cute. Oh, we love you two young ones. You two younglings.
Hey, Kalani's a little bit funny, you know. What's all this about?
She deserved it. The judges voted for her. Give Mackenzie the win.
Just like when Mackenzie beat JoJo that one time, I didn't think Mackenzie should have beat JoJo.
And I said that. So it's the same thing.
All I'm hearing is that you just have no faith in Mackenzie. You're like, hey, Jojo once lost to Mackenzie and I thought Jojo deserved to win. So once again, you just you just sit here and you're like, I don't think Mackenzie deserves to win, point blank period. Unless she's up against randos. That's crazy. Are you not hearing yourself, Melissa?
But I gave her the chance. I gave her the opportunity.
But you didn't give her Maddie's choreography. You gave her different choreography, and she did it very well.
She probably could never even do the choreography.
Yeah, she could have. Absolutely, she could have.
We have seen her do Maddie's choreography before. In fact, we've seen her do Cry, and we've seen her do Cry very well. So, yeah, she absolutely can do Maddie's choreography. You just don't give her the opportunity to.
My goodness, who's going to run the studio?
2 studios, thousands of miles apart. Who's running them while you're thousands of miles
She
away?
already has girls to run the studio at home.
I don't, you know what? I don't know.
It's low-key really funny how she's got 2 studios, neither of which are going to be run by her this summer. That's hilarious, isn't it?
They're turning into teens. So that's where this journey ends for me and a new journey begins.
Did I hear you correctly? It sounded like you're dismantling the junior elite team.
No, I didn't say that. You said that.
So what were you saying? What do you mean one story ends, another one starts? What are we talking about? You're just chattering today. You're just a little chatterbox. You're just like, shut up.
I hope the children have learned a lot. And I'd like to take everything that I've learned and go on and do something that's bigger and better.
Well, it looks as though the future of the ALDC is up in the air.
She is absolutely waffling. Like, I've not seen this amount of waffle in a long time. What a reunion, guys. What a reunion. I mean, give yourselves a round of applause. What a sensational episode of television. That was brilliant. I love reunions. I'm just going to say it. I think this was probably top 3 episodes of the season for me. It was incredible. Like, genuinely incredible. But that is it for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all that YouTube stuff that you guys do so well. And I will see you guys later. Keep on ranting. Bye now. See ya.